In this lesson, we're going to go through the song Jehova by Elevation Worship. So for this song, we're going to be using capo on the 6th fret, using chords in the key of G. So the chords we need for this song, we need the G chord, we need the C chord, we need the D chord, we need the E minor chord, and then 2 additional chords we can use. We have a G over B here, so just your G chord, take that middle finger off, play the bottom 5 strings. We can use this chord for the bridge, and then also there's an A minor chord, so if you're just in your G over B position, just bring that pointer finger down 1 string, and again play the bottom 5 strings, and that you could use for your A minor. This is what I'll use. You can also use an A minor like this, keeping that pinky finger locked in there, or you could take your pinky finger off, play that full A minor 7, so any of those 3 will work. Alright, so for this lesson, I've got the chord charts on my Patreon page. If you need to print them, if you need to download them, to write some notes, some strum patterns, whatever you need to do. So I'll include the link for my Patreon page in the description of this video. For the strum pattern, I'm gonna show you 2 different ways we can play the song. One is just kind of using down strums, and then the other one is it's a faster song, right? So there's a little bit more energy. Your wrist and your strumming hand is gonna be going pretty quick. So I'm just gonna break down the strumming into this pattern here. So it's gonna be something like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So that's gonna be your pattern. You'll see I'm gonna play through verse 2 and then the second chorus with a little bit more flow, a little bit more rhythm, but I'm gonna be using that strum pattern as my foundation, and I'm just gonna be adding a few extra up strums and down strums. So for this song, the last chord we need, we can use a G sus if we want to. We have the G sus for the intro, and then also the first line of both verse 1 and verse 2. So, we can do a G sus if we want to. I've done a lesson on how to do this G sus chord, how to do it in an easy way where you're not, changing your entire, hand position around. So I'll include that link up here. But generally speaking, when you see a G sus chord and you're playing these chords in the key of G, you can just play the C chord for that G sus. So that's probably what I'm going to do for most of this lesson, is just use the C chord for that G sus. So if you wanted to play with the original song on Spotify, on YouTube, definitely use capo on the 6th fret here and play these chords. For this lesson, I'm just gonna take the capo all the way down to the 1st fret. I'm still gonna play those same chords, but I'm just gonna lower the key so it's easier for me to sing and talk through some of the chord changes and the lyrics. So just know that if you need to experiment or want to experiment with your vocal range, you can certainly move that capo around on the different frets here, especially if you're a guy and you don't sing super high, or if you're a female, you're typically not going to sing in the same key as a guy, as a male. So use these same chords and you can just play around with the capo. So for the intro, we're just going to go from that G to the C, or you can do a G sus. So it does that, I think 4 times. You may want to double check on that. And then it'll go right into verse 1. and he shames every idol. He reigns without rival. He goes by the name of Jehova, Jehova. He speaks into nothing, and darkness goes running. He goes by the name of Jehova, Jehova. Call the name. So then that'll go right into the chorus. So I'm gonna play through this without singing it, and I'm doing that same strum pattern. So that way you can just kind of play along with me on that verse. So, he shames Jehova, Jehova. In darkness, Jehova. Now another way, if that was too much for you and you were getting confused with the strumming and the things, all the changes, this song is in 4/4 timing, so you can just do down strums only if you want to. That might be a little bit easier. So, really you're just gonna count to 8. You're gonna do 8 down strums on each chord and then just add an upstroke as you transition. So that would sound like this. He shames every idol. He reigns without rival. He goes by the name of Jehova, Jehova. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call the name. So just, again, you might need to take some notes. You might need to rewind the video, the lesson. But that's going to be your verse. That gets us into the chorus. So the chorus, I'll sing and play through it. So coming out of the last line of the verse. He goes by the name of Jehova, Jehova. Call the name, call the name, call the name, Jehova. All our praise, all our praise, all our praise belongs to Him. Goes into a little interlude there. Yeah, the strumming is the same except for that E minor and the C. I would just do just those 3 down strums. So I'll play through that without singing. So the name, all our praise, to Him. Will be silenced. He's fighting for Zion. There's no other God like Jehova, Jehova. His arms never tire. Fire. There's no other God like Jehova, Jehova. that was just a little bit more rhythm for verse 2 and the chorus 2 the second time around. The only thing different on that verse 2 is that last line. We add in just a kind of a quick A minor, G, C, D. So, there's no other God like Jehova, Jehova. Call the name. So I would just do one down strum, Jehovah, on that A minor, Jehovah. So it's a quick change, Jehovah, Jehovah. And then for the G and the D, you can just do your regular. So in full speed, that would sound like. There's no other God like Jehovah, Jehovah. Call the name. Y'all want to see something crazy? Of all the people who watch my channel, watch my videos, watch my lessons, only 19% of you all are subscribed to my channel. You know, I spend a lot of time working on the songs, learning songs, strumming, finger picking for different songs, and learning how to communicate it to you all in a way that you can understand. So I would love if you subscribed to my channel and supported your brother. Love y'all. So then that goes to the chorus again. You'll do the chorus twice, and then there's an interlude in between the chorus and the bridge. That's just the, same as the intro, the G to the G sus, or the G to the C there. And then for the first part of the bridge here, we do just the G chord. So that would sound like this. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Same strum. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Jireh meet your need. Jehovah Rapha heal your body. Jehovah Shalom be your peace. Changes here. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Jireh meet your need. Jehovah Rapha heal your body. Jehovah Shalom be your peace. Jehovah Nissi. So then that just kind of builds following that following that chord progression. So a couple things here. You can do for that G over B. If you want to do it, you can definitely do it. Kind of adds a little bit. But if you just want to play a G chord there, that's totally fine too. You can just play that G chord where it says G over B. And then secondly, if you're just leading this on the acoustic, I probably would not just play the G chord for the first, 6 or 7 lines. It sounds just it just doesn't work with just the acoustic. So I would add the C chord in there. So you would go G to C, G to C, G to C, and then eventually you would add in that G over B to the C if you wanted to. So this is what I mean. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Nissi fights your battles. Jehovah Nissi fight your battles. Jehovah Nissi fight your battles. Jehovah Nissi fight your battles. Jehovah Jireh meet your need. Jehovah Rapha heal your body. Jehovah Shalom be your peace. Jehovah Nissi fight your battles. Jehovah Jireh meet your need. Jehovah na 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 na. And then you just follow that out like for the rest of the bridge. So just maybe if you're doing it on the acoustic only, I would probably add that C chord on that first half of the bridge. But then that goes to the chorus. You'll do the chorus twice again, and then you'll jump back into the bridge. I'm calling it a bridge 2. just where it has the G over B, the C, and then it goes down through that once. And then the outro is just the same as the intro and the interludes. It's that G, G sus, or G, C. So again, I got the chord charts for these on my Patreon page. If you need them, to print them, to download them, whatever you need to do, they will be on there as a resource for you. And I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions or if you have any comments or you're confused about anything, definitely, leave a comment and let me know. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you, bye.